Sorry, I was muted.
Turn your camera on, Lifa. That's awesome. I think we're live. Maybe. Hi, Lifa.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much.
Oh, don't do that. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's a different show.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it. How's your week?
Fucking
How's your
Friday.
week? How's your
It's
week,
fucking
buddy?
Friday.
Yeah, thank God. Except we had a couple nice days here this week, and now it's like 90. It's like, fuck.
It's like it stopped raining, and then the sun got angry.
Yeah, the same thing in Iowa. We usually have pretty similar weather. We're not that far apart, but
Usually 10 degrees hotter here than here.
yeah, yeah. I went out there. I'm like, what happened? Yesterday was nice.
Swag says music was very loud.
Well, that's good. We like loud
That's the same
music.
thing you used to get on me about in all my videos.
Right. Well, at least we had music, I guess. Can everybody hear us? Is that part of it good? Oh, I don't even want to ask, do I? Probably not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me too? Yeah, it was loud. We live, everybody. Welcome to Fog Life. It is Friday.
Friday.
It's 15th of June.
It's Friday the 15th.
Friday the 15th. Is that lucky?
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't know either. Let's see who's here. Who's here?
Who's here?
Vaping Swag's here.
All right. I see SPORKLyFE.
Yeah, I see Wes Cochran. Sammy Russell. Where have you been, Sammy? Kenny B's here. Addie Tooney. Addie Tooney's out in the comments. That's awesome. Hi, Addie Tooney.
Read that comment. Read that comment.
I can't. It's hidden.
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, it was hotter than a fresh fucked up fox in a forest fire here today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it live? Are we live? I don't know.
Hi.
I can hear you. I'm in the hospital. Still had to turn it down, damn it. Sammy says.
Put in X5 if we're live.
Yeah, X5.
Make sure we don't do 45 minutes of freaking awesome content.
Let's make sure that, that we're live. Jerry Lawrence is here. Hi, Jerry.
Jamie Scholes.
Jamie Scholes. Hello.
Yeah. Sammy Russell.
Barry Hot's here.
Barry.
All right. We got a few people. That's good. James Capozzi. David
Hit
Sells.
that thumbs up, people.
Lord Sigurd Thuroff. I wonder if that's his real name. Do you think so?
Not. He's in witness protection.
Oh, okay.
And we're not really supposed to say what his real name is or even know it.
If that was his real name, that would be a pretty awesome name, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty vital.
That's why he's got like chainmail or something in that picture. He's he's a lord.
Yep. Makes me think of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You should count 2, 3.
All right.
Only and followed by 3.
Stand Up 3D is here.
What's up?
All right. Well, there'll probably be some more people rolling in. Welcome everybody that decided to join us. Thank you. We're creeping up on a year. We're almost at a year worth of the Fog Life shows. So
that was our goal, right?
Yeah, our goal was 1 year. So when we make it, I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll retire. We made it. Later.
All
right. We've met our goal. All right. So can you share anything that was fabulous with your life this week?
Well, today was Friday and work ended. So that's good. I did get a new mod in yesterday. It's the Think Vape Binder DNA 250C.
What do you think about it? Do you find it to be nice?
I find it to be nice. I know some people are not going to like it because it's a triple battery 18650. And from whatever I hear of people online, they're like, oh, I don't like that shape. Everybody thinks got that shape. And if I have to put 3 batteries in it, it's not that great. But it lasted about a full day of just nothing but using that, and it's 105 watts. So
right. Shades of the old rouleau.
Yeah.
So cool.
I like the old rouleau, so I don't mind 3 batteries.
Yeah, I have a rouleau, but I haven't used it in ages.
I've got this crazy 6-pack battery thing.
Yeah,
so you used to have 3 married here and 3 married here, and then you have 3 in the mod.
Right. So you use one of each.
No, it's just I used to have all 3 of the same colors, 3 of the same color.
Right, but I was thinking since you got 3 sets of 2, you could use one of each.
No, it's almost Avengers.
And then nobody would know because once you put the battery cover on, nobody knows what's in there anyway, right?
Yep, exactly. They're running audio through a boat tunnel.
Well, that's typical. Well,
we're in a boat.
I can't help it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go. No, that ain't it. Horse shit. You know what I think of the audio?
Stuff up your butt.
That's what I think. All right. Well,
cool.
That's another reason why I had a Windows update this week. So just as soon as I get everything nailed down and fixed, then Windows does an update, and now probably my audio is fuckered again. So
Baby Swag says it sounds good.
Oh, okay. So somebody said we sound like a boat tunnel, whatever that means, which I imagine was like when you go in a boat under a bridge, and that is not a good sound.
It's like taking a submarine through a coral reef.
Yeah, maybe I could make it sound really bad. Let's try it. How's that? Is that better? Ah! I doubt it. That was probably horrible.
Sending that through your speakers.
Yeah. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about my week. Last week was horrible, and this week was not quite as bad, but it wasn't great. I can tell you that much. I'm trying to think of something really positive that I could share from my week. Let me think. We were able to secure a good guest for tonight, for the show. That was probably the best thing that happened all week. So, other than that, everything in my personal life and the world around me, the sky has been falling. Still have plumbing issues. I don't know.
You went fishing. You went fishing.
Oh, I did go fishing. I went fishing on Tuesday. I forgot about that. That was probably the most awesome thing that happened all week. And we caught 2 catfish. Well, I didn't personally, but my buddy caught 2 catfish, and that's just as good as catching one almost. And that was our first time out catfishing this year, so it was good. We caught two, and one of them was pretty big. So it was nice to be, and it was gorgeous out on the river. It was like spring, so it's like pre-bug. It was like 74 degrees out. It was gorgeous. Moonlit night, which was good because we forgot our headlights and our flashlights. So it was good that we had moonlight. Saved our ass. And we were out pretty late, probably till 1 or 2 in the morning, catfishing. And that was awesome.
Nice.
So I love being out on the river. It's like escaping, even though we're still right in the middle of town.
That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna hit that 1 year mark in like a couple of weeks here, and this is going. I'm going fishing.
That's it. Bye. We reached our goal. Well, sayonara. See you later, all you bastards.
Final show.
Yeah.
And giving away the armadillo.
Yeah, and something else too, probably. All right, so it's only $50 for shipping.
X1 if you want to see the armadillo go.
All right. Well, seeing as our lives are so not interesting, why don't we bring on our guest?
Okay.
Tonight we have a very special guest. And
who is our guest?
Our guest is...
You never tell me about
it. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Our guest is the fabulous, the wonderful Vape Rye.
What?
There he is.
Oh.
I like the cue in there. Thank you.
What's going on, Vape Rye?
How's it going, everybody? Is my mic okay?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Everybody here.
Don't ask them. Right. You'll get 9 different responses from the peanut gallery.
It's so funny. I was listening to your intro music, and I did a little thing while that's happening. So just want to share this real quick. I'm like just dancing in there, jamming in your intro.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, how's it going? How's it going in the chat? I saw Sammy Russell earlier saying that he's in the hospital or something.
Yeah.
Get well soon, brother. Get well.
I don't know if I think it's his shoulder, but Sammy's had some issues over the last few months. He had a kidney stone, and then he had
his fast recovery.
He re-injured his shoulder, I think. So he had his rotator cuff done again or something. I don't know. Hearts go out to you. Nobody should be in the hospital. That sucks. That's no fun.
Get well soon, brother.
Holy shit.
Kenny B, what's up, man?
Kenny B.
Always telling me how sexy mofo I am. But really, he's the sexy mofo. I gotta say hi to my man, West. Like I said, he's my guy when the apocalypse comes. Just basing on his profile picture. Hello to you, sir.
Fresh says that I stole his guest for tonight.
Stuff up your butt.
Yeah, basically you did, Fresh. I'm sorry, but
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Fresh.
Yeah, Giz sent me some naked pics of everybody else, so I have to go with that.
The other thing is don't worry, Fresh. We're gonna save content for you because on our show tonight, we're just gonna ask questions that Vape Rye normally doesn't get. So, so we're gonna save all like the normal content for your show, which starts in an hour.
This is my first show for tonight for the long marathon.
Right now, I don't know if anybody realizes, but this is like a deja vu show because almost a year to the day. Last year, we had Vape Rye on, and then he was on Fresh's show, and then he was on Tommy's show. And it was because Rye was on vacation. And so I have to assume that you're on vacation again.
Yes, this year, every year, our restaurant closes for a month.
Awesome.
Gives everybody a chance to relax and just do whatever they want to do.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so whenever this happens, I take advantage of it at every live show because usually when you guys are live, like right now, if I'm working, I'll be at work right now and it's a rush time.
Sure.
So most of the time, I just listen to you guys over my Bluetooth while at work and laughing by myself.
So hence, a year later, that's why we invited you back, because we realize you work and it's hard to get you on the show. So thank you for being here. That's awesome.
No
So
problem.
what are you
It's a pleasure.
vaping on, Rye?
Oh, my setup today is the recurve with the Exotic from Wismec. I just love this bonker. It hits pretty good. It's just the right thing for me, and I'm a single coil guy, so the recurve is like perfect. It's like a God-given gift.
Yeah. Do you have a special build in there?
I believe I have some frame staple in there. It's my go-to when I like some flavor out of a single coil. And I'm vaping on some snickerdoodles from Bake, from Famous Flavors. Amazing juice line. I got this yesterday and I'm in love with it. I can't stop vaping it.
Snickerdoodle, like a sugar cookie?
Yeah, kind of thing. I have a sweet tooth, so I'm all about desserts and custards and sweet things.
Right on.
And if I need a little boost of nicotine, I got this Soaring Drop, and I have a 50 milligram in there.
Hit that.
Yeah.
Couple puffs and you're good.
Yes, sir.
Good to go. Life, what are you vaping on tonight?
I just got this in yesterday. It was the Think Vape Finder DNA 250C. Got that in from GearBest. They want me to review it, so I got that with the Archon V2 on top. As always, some nut from Concentrate. And I get the big rib for your pleasure 1111. That I have some sloppy seconds mine in there. That's all I'm vaping right now.
Cool. I'm vaping on one thing. I'm vaping on the Dreamer mod with Twisted Messes 24 Pro. And inside there I have some Ned Divine aliens. They're crackly. And I'm vaping on some Dis 1. So that's what I got going. I got other stuff, but that's primarily what I got rocking right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. So are you ready? Are you ready, Vape Rye?
I'm a little nervous, but anyway, asking me if I'm ready.
Life, you want to give
Yeah,
him an easy.
I want to address something right here. Kennedy, you can't be in our chat and live at the same time. Vaping Swag told on you that you're live right now, but you're still in our chat. Focus on your own show if you're live. Oh, no. They're talking about his site. His site's live. Yeah, I'll start off with a nice heavy hitter question. Anybody, who would you really like to just punch in the face?
Well, that's your opening salvo.
Yeah, it's a heavy hitter.
God, Life, haven't I got you trained yet? You're supposed to give him a nice question first.
Well, that is a nice question.
Okay, then.
It takes the edge off of the room.
All right. Well, maybe he has some pent-up frustration and he just needs to I don't know. Didn't seem like a good segue, but go ahead. What say ye? What say ye, Rye? Who do you want to punch in the face?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one right off the bat.
No doubt.
Okay. To be perfectly honest on that, there's actually a few, but they're mostly relatives. So it wouldn't make sense.
Would you like to call them out by name?
No, I don't have to. I don't want to. But if it's vaping related, probably, I don't know. It just popped into my mind right now. Probably the ones that are making these false ads. Any of them. Any of them. False ads about, how vaping is destroying children and stuff like that. Like just the non-advocacy, money greedy people that's just trying to destroy us.
Right.
Yeah, that would be the top of the list.
Like
that's nice. Now, if he would have called out like one of his relatives, we do it early in the show so they have time to walk through the door to find it. So we get more views on that later.
So, like the Coalition for Vape-Free Tykes, those people.
Yeah, something like that, or anybody's in position, but it's not going to be worth it to punch a government official because you can just kick them off, really. So I'd rather go or the ones that are spreading the bad word.
I don't know if I want to punch him right in the face. Well, maybe, but I sure would like to slap him around a little bit.
Yeah, more like that.
Yeah,
and just kind of humiliate them than hurting them.
Okay, now ready for mine?
Uh-oh.
All right.
I missed this show. I missed these questions.
Do you have a funny joke, like your go-to funny joke that you like? If somebody says, "Tell me a joke," go.
I have a vaping joke. I have a vaping related joke.
Good enough.
I don't know. You guys want to hear it? Really?
Yes.
It will take about 45 minutes.
No, that would be perfect.
No, I'm just kidding.
That would fill our time up.
All right. I don't know. I didn't prepare for this, so I don't know if I could tell the story right. But basically, there's three guys in a doctor's office, right? One is an alcoholic, one is a chain smoker, and the other guy is gay. All right. They're friends, and they're waiting outside the doctor's clinic, waiting for some results. I guess they had a checkup or something. Then finally, the doctor came out, and he pointed at the alcoholic. He told the alcoholic, "Hey, if you have one more drink, you're going to drop dead. So stop drinking. It's bad for you. It's going to kill you." And then the alcoholic just put his head down. He was sad about it. And then the doctor pointed at the chain smoker and told the chain smoker, "Hey, if you smoke another cigarette, just one more hit of a cigarette, you'll die. So quit smoking." And then he pointed at the gay guy and told the gay guy, "Hey, whatever you're doing, if you do it again, you're going to die too." Right? So they all got up. They got the results. They started leaving the office, the clinic, and they're walking down the street. And as they were walking, they passed by a bar. And, the smell of alcohol, the music going on, it got the alcoholic's attention. And he was just looking at the bar. And the two other guys, his friends, were like, "Hey, don't go there. The doctor told you if you take another shot, you're going to die." And he was like, "You know what? I don't care what the doctor says." He ran up to the bar, took a shot, and he looked at his friends. And he was like, "See, nothing happened." That very second, he dropped dead. So the smoker and the gay guy looked at each other and like, "Oh, wait, the doctor might be right about this." So they left. They started walking again. And all of a sudden, the chain smoker stopped and he was looking at the ground. And at the ground, there's still a lit cigarette. Just a little used cigarette that's still lit. And he was just staring at it. And then the gay guy goes close to him and says, "If you pick that up, we're both dead." And that's when the smoker, switched to vaping.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody got that.
Yeah, it's like a drop the soap joke.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the chat stopped on that, listening to it. Like, what?
That was a good answer. Okay, Life, your turn.
Y'all on Precious Show.
getting ready for it. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, because I know you deal with food all the time, a bunch of my questions may have some food related, but plus, I'm a food guy. You have $7 and 5 minutes at the grocery store. What do you buy?
What do I buy? All the ramen. All the ramen noodles. I'm absolutely in love with ramen noodles. I've always requested it with my wife, and we put different stuff on it. You can give me like a $1 noodle, and I can make it amazing.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Can you give us
probably a bottle of water too.
Give us a quick ramen recipe.
Oh,
you got your noodles,
so
and what do you throw in there?
Gotta have some pork belly on it, some scallions on it, of course. Just different kinds of. I like to experiment, so I throw different kinds in there. But I usually go to like Asian stores, of course, and pick the ones that are you don't see a lot on the typical grocery store. So it's like ramen noodles that has all Chinese or Japanese markings in it.
And I think Giz is just going into noodle porn withdrawal because he's like on almost week 5 of being keto. Yeah. So that means he hasn't had noodles.
Right. And actually, it's kind of interesting that you say that because I probably had ramen a couple times a week because, like you said, it's such an easy dish and you know, you can throw whatever you have in there as far as vegetables. Yeah.
I actually just recently fell in love with it because I saw this. I was basically like got inspired by the show Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called Chef's Table. Yeah. I've seen all episodes of it. And there's an episode there about ramen, about this guy who actually went to Japan and learned all this. And I think he actually opened a shop there. And just by watching that inspired me, and I was like, it looks so easy and looks so, let me explore that thing. And we started experimenting with it with my wife, and I would say like we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's so fast too. That's the other nice thing about it. I mean, it's just you throw vegetables in there, and I usually put like Thai pepper in it. You know, because I like it spicy, and it's done in 4 minutes or whatever. Yep. You know, it doesn't take very long. Quick one. All right. So let me see. Check my crib notes. Do you have any scars?
Scars?
Yes.
Ooh, I have one over here by my left eye on top of it because I got into a motorcycle accident a few years ago that never left. It's not a scar anymore. I wouldn't say that, but it was a gash before. Like, I mean, I would say it is a scar, but it healed, but it's still kind of dark when you see my skin in there.
Tell us about bad accident. Tell us about the accident. Was it? Were you riding too fast, or did a car get you?
I was just being stupid. I just started learning to ride one at that time, and I kind of turned the wrong way. I kind of leaned it too far, and I started sliding. But the thing is, when it leaned, it kind of slammed me down. I didn't like slid the pavement. I slammed down and hit my head, and I was bleeding. I remember when that happened, I was still smoking cigarettes at that time. The first thing I did, I sat up, looked around to check if I should be embarrassed or not. And then when I saw that nobody's around, I lit up a cigarette. I remember that time perfectly. I was at work at that time too. I was on time, and I was just testing out my coworker's bike, and that happened. My boss rushed me to the hospital, and I got like a week off. So that was fun.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky because most people that get into motorcycle wrecks, it's not due to their riding; it's due to a car hitting them.
Yeah,
which is what happened to me.
I was in a neighborhood street when that happened, basically. So I was by myself, but it's completely my fault. I don't even blame the bike. I knew what I did.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't, because I was just literally just going down the street and back. You know, when
Right.
somebody has a new bike and your friend has it and you know
Right.
how to ride, and you were like, you know what? Let me jump in there. Let me go for a spin.
So
And those
do you
things.
still ride?
No, I stopped after that. It was a
understandable.
painful experience. So
I stopped
no.
after my wreck too. I was like, all right.
I literally figured out how Asian I am when I had that accident, because nope, we can't be on vehicles. We really can't. So I'm just gonna shut up and just walk it off.
I've ridden on the dirt since then,
Mm,
like dirt trails. But I had a pretty bad wreck, and a car had hit me, and that was enough. It was like nope. And I can't even imagine riding out there nowadays with everybody being distracted on their cell phones
yeah.
and stuff. It's all even back when I got hurt, people in cars just don't see motorcycles, So I can only imagine that it's only gotten worse nowadays.
Yeah.
All
How about
right.
you guys? You guys got any scars or anything?
Oh yeah,
This camera really doesn't show it that well, but right there, I don't know. Maybe you can see it.
What you got it
dent.
from?
Yeah, that's from me being like 4.5 years old, and I jumped from a high chair onto a couch. It was one of those old school couches where everything was a wood frame with just cushions, and I hit the wood frame on the other end of the couch with my head.
Oh man.
Split the head open, and my mom was really upset with it because we just got new carpet,
Mm.
and she was yelling at me to get off of the new carpet so we didn't get blood on the carpet.
Didn't care about your injury.
It didn't seem like it, but hey.
Did you put your hand like this, put it like a bowl, like, okay, I
Yep.
think I got it. Where's the bathroom?
Yep.
I guess I could
Yep.
show you. This is
Whoa, that looks pretty gnarly.
that's motorcycle wreck,
Oh wow.
and that compound
That one's
dislocation of the elbow where the bones come out through the skin.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and then I got a gory knee, but I'll spare you that one.
Okay. I think I had enough.
I bet.
I never had an injury where it's like that bad, like bone coming out. I've seen a lot of my friends go through injuries like that. Most of the time, I'm there bringing them to the hospital and stuff, but
Yeah.
it never happened to me, and I fear that, because sometimes you think that, okay, if I haven't had that, one day it's gonna happen.
All right.
Hopefully it
So
doesn't.
here's one of those character questions. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in, or do you untuck them when you sleep?
With the sheets,
Yeah.
I don't.
But
Well-
or better question. First question: do you use a top sheet or not?
No, I never like blankets. I don't use blankets at all. My wife is the one that's always covered. She can
Alright.
get all that the blanket. I grew up in a tropical island, so and then I moved here, and then the winter here is nice and just perfect for me. I'm in Florida, so it's like it's not too cold, and it's not too hot as well. But when it's summer, like these days, even when it's cold, I really don't like wearing blankets. It's just out in the open. I'm glad I was a guy.
Commando or tidy whities?
Overall pajamas with SpongeBob's all over it.
Oh,
With a little flashlight and a book.
and
Hoodie pajamas.
do you still get those out of the little boy section?
I stopped because they don't fit me anymore.
Oh, okay.
Sucks.
Okay, so I got one for you. If you could make a 20-second phone call to yourself at any time in the past, When would you call yourself, and what would you say to yourself?
Oh, man, I would probably, I'll probably call myself when I'm 18 or 17, turning 18, and tell myself, you're gonna be a coil builder, so start now. so so by the time I'm this age, I'm way ahead of everybody already. I'm gonna cheat this out.
You roll back the clock when they would have called that jewelry.
I'll probably tell everybody's name that I know in vaping and be friends with them already before they even start their careers.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, and by the way, invest in Google.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of people would go for like do something with the money. I think I'll go on a different route. I've been asked the other day. Oh, I mean, a couple of weeks ago about a really tough question. But maybe I'll ask it later. Go ahead.
Life, you're up.
Yeah, we'll go with an easy one. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh.
You said you like sweets. It's gotta be a hard question too.
Yeah, there's a lot. When it comes to ice cream, I like fruit flavors though. I really like mango ice creams. I always fall for that if I see one, especially if it's like gelato or something. I'll pick the mango almost 90% of the time.
Mine's gotta be Die Hard, the Baskin Robbins brand of the chocolate with a peanut butter swirl going through it.
Oh, you gotta have to send me that name again later on because I haven't tried that. I need to check that out.
Well, it's hard to find a Baskin Robbins anymore.
Oh yeah. I'm not very updated on ice cream. I see them in malls or like when I'm in a store, and I just pick one that attracts me. Kenny V says pistachio ice cream. Yeah, I like pistachios too. That's a good one too.
Our guest last week hated pistachio ice cream.
Mm. Who's the guest last week?
That was her least favorite flavor.
Oh, pistachio's good.
All right, back to injuries. Do you remember when you got your first black eye, and can you tell us about it?
Oh man, how do you guys prepare these questions? It's like you guys know my history.
Yeah. They're good stories.
I've been into some fights when I was in high school. I've been into some fights, but the bad part about this is I'm usually on the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll be honest. I was a little bit of the time. I was bullying kids. There was a time that I bullied some kids, and I feel bad for them. And I went back and apologized to most of them, but probably like a couple because I couldn't find them anymore after college. But in high school, I was kind of sort of a bully and bullied some kids that I know I could take and stuff like that. And I've been to a couple of fights and I got hit pretty good. So learned my lesson. It's really bad. And I think he got me square right in the eye, and then I never believed in black eyes before because I thought that was ridiculous because I only see it on TV. But actually having it is pretty funny, painful, and annoying.
It's awesome looking in the mirror.
Yeah. I had to wear those glasses back in the days and wearing in school. But it's good too because when you're fighting with somebody and you're wrong, you get to be humbled when you go back to school when you get bullied, because that's when you started understanding what you're doing, so it's a good thing.
Nice. I'll go with the non-violent one because I told at the beginning of the show it was not nice to ask violent questions. What would you name your boat if you had one?
My boat?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's tough. gonna call it the Asianic.
Asiatic.
Like the Titanic, except the Asianic.
and there's gonna be a lot of slot machines and roulettes inside. It's gonna be a casino boat.
And then you're gonna.
Oh, sorry.
And then you're
Hey,
gonna. The boat's gonna sink on a bale of cocaine.
Yeah, it's gonna sink, but everybody will survive because all Asians are great swimmers. All right. This question is getting weird, so let's move on. Lifa, I don't know what you prepared tonight, but
Well, you know, Vaping Swag out there was saying no poop questions tonight.
I'm down for poop questions.
All right.
All right, that's quick.
What is the weirdest shaped turd you've ever seen?
Oh, it's not the weirdest, but it's but what it did. But what it did, what impressed me. I've done one that I know I did a huge one. Oh, this is disgusting. But when I look back,
How
it's
big
gone.
was it?
It was gone. It flushed itself without me flushing it. It was literally gone. It wasn't even, I'm not even lying.
It swam
I'm
away.
sure, I'm sure that paranormal activity wasn't just experienced by me. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people out there that experienced that.
Paranormal turd.
Yeah, you look back and it's gone, and everything is clean. You know, you felt that it came out, but you look back and it was gone.
It swam downstream.
That happened to me.
They call that the ghost shit.
Yeah. It left. The funny thing about it is I still flushed it just to make sure. Maybe he's just really just hiding. So I'm like, no, you're going to go away because you're not going to come out on the next, person. Imagine that you're next on a bathroom and let's say you're taking a piss and the toilet there's just poop that comes out there.
Right. Or like if
That'd be weird.
What if you just took the most magnificent turd ever? So it was so awesome that you just purposely left it for the next person. Because it was so impressive.
You're like, dude, somebody else has got to see this.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that actually because I work in a restaurant and we need to go to the bathroom. We have to use the same bathroom that customers use. So we go in there, and there are times that I go in there and it's just there, like proudly there. And I gotta be honest, there are some times that I take like 5 seconds just looking at it. I'm like, wondering what this guy did today. Like,
right. What did you eat?
Yeah, what was his day like? You know what I'm saying? Like to not even care, to just leave this, or maybe he is proud of it. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I gotta take that home with me.
This is like the magical turd.
Yep. Yeah, with all the sparkles. Amazing.
Oh, Baby Swag wants a follow-up question to that. So do you go to the next stall to wipe so they can see that perfect turd without an unobstructed view?
What?
Huh?
So you do the perfect turd and you want other people to see it. Do you go to the next stall over and use the toilet paper there?
Oh yeah.
So you can put toilet paper over that perfect.
I think if you're that type of person who leaves magnificent poop, I don't think wiping matters anymore.
It's just your sacrifice. Gotcha.
Yeah, because the toilet paper in those stalls don't deserve your butt.
All right. So, what is the coldest that you've ever been? Do you have a story about that?
Oh, well, probably when I lived in Oaklawn in Illinois. It's close to Chicago. Um, for like a year and a half, and that's where I pretty much experienced the coldest.
The winter.
Yeah, that's also the place where it's the first time I saw snow. I was working, and I was also working. I was working in a hotel over there, and I saw it while I was working on the window. And I was next to my manager at that time. I told my manager, I gotta get out. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, I gotta leave for a second because this is the first time I'm seeing snow. He was like, "Go run." And I was outside. I was just so happy. And then a couple of weeks later, it snowed again. And then that's very quickly, I started hating it.
You
I
stop.
started to understand why people hate that.
You stop making snow angels.
I didn't do that, thankfully. I just kind of like just embraced the moment at that
Sure.
time. Yeah.
Kind of like
I miss it though.
the
I kind of
first
miss
time
it.
you see the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so Vape Rye, another cooking question. Which celebrity chef would you most like to have fix you a meal?
Ooh. Who's the sexiest celebrity out there right now? Probably pick that. Cook me a meal?
I don't know. I like that lady that uses the sticks of butter in every recipe, even if it's a salad. She's not on the Food Network anymore, though.
Yeah, who was that?
Who was that?
About-
Leffa?
Oh, I forget her name.
That from
She
the
got caught. She got caught making racist comments. on,
oh
like,
the southern,
Oh.
that southern lady.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot her name too.
Paula
Paula
Dean. Yeah.
Paula Dean, yeah. Oh, actually, right now, I'll probably pick somebody like, I don't know. He's not a famous cook. He's an actor and has a podcast. I'll pick Joe Rogan because I like his topics. I feel like he could cook and we can have a really good conversation about anything, really. And he gives out those elk meat, so I want to try those.
Elk. Gizzard could get you some elk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just had venison.
I've never
today.
had one. I never tried that.
I had a venison sausage for lunch today. It was awesome.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
I have some bison to cook up for tomorrow.
Ooh, bison's good.
That will give you guys some magnificent poops.
Yeah, baby.
hmm Welcome to the Giz Show, everybody. Joe Rogan gives good meat. What do you mean by that, Swag?
So, do you have what was the most ridiculous thing that you've ever bought yourself?
Wow. There was a time in Mexico. I was just kidding.
A donkey show?
I don't know. I don't remember. I've done some stupid things though. I fell for like scams and stuff like that for a little bit and realized it and then stopped. Probably that's one of my stupidest decisions. So, but other than that, I don't know. I've never really done something crazy.
You didn't tell us the story. You told us Mexico, but we don't. We want
it was a joke. It was a joke too. Never even been to Mexico. That would be cool though.
You could call her a prostitute. He doesn't remember paying her.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh yes, Kenny, you're right. Bison is super lean. That's why I always add some ghee to it. And you fry it up in the pan to make burgers out of it. It's awesome.
So, Rye, what would be the best practical joke that you ever played on someone, or the best practical joke that was ever played on you?
I've never really experienced a practical joke on me, and I wish one day there will be. But I've done one with I usually I usually do it with my cats. But to a person, yeah, I've done one. I got this from. I like scaring people, just coming out of the corner and just scaring them while videotaping it. I've done that a lot with my wife. Um, but the funniest one's probably the one I saw. I picked it up on YouTube because somebody did it with the saran wrap on the door,
Oh yeah.
and you let them chase you. I've done that, and that was hilarious. That was so funny. I didn't let him chase me. I just left him there, and the person is in the bathroom, so it's like right outside the bathroom, and I could see their face. Oh my god, it's so funny. So that's probably one of the funniest ones.
Now,
Do you do the cucumber with the cat thing?
Yeah, I've done that too.
That's what I was gonna ask.
And that's true. That's not a myth. It really happened. I put it right behind him while he's eating, and he looked back and he saw that he was so scared. Like any kind of noise will make him jump. It's so funny.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how you torture your cat.
I have 3 of them. No, they torture me.
I'm
To
sure.
be honest, they're winning.
All right. I think we've tortured him. Does he have any questions for us?
Okay, so it's my turn.
It's your turn.
And I will remind you, the last time you were on the show, when we turned it over to your questions, you asked both of us what our favorite sexual position was. So you don't have to answer that again.
Yeah, you don't have to ask that again.
Okay, well, let's see. I do want to know a short story on when did you guys start vaping and what made you do it?
Mine's coming up 4 years ago. And my wife, I was very good at hiding my smoking ever since I met my wife. And she's like, all right, you got to stop. She goes, I'm smelling it now more that I know that you're doing it, and you smell like an ashtray. I don't want to come near you. And she basically laid down the law. I'm like, all right, well, I've tried vaping off and on. I'll give it another shot. So that was the last time. I've with each of my 2 children, I had switched to a cigarette during like their first 6 months to a year. I think the longest one was a year that I stayed, and then something got really stressful and I went back to cigarettes. But this time it's been great ever since the week. 1 week is all it took.
Wow, awesome. That's awesome. Yes?
And for me, the short version is that I smoked for 35 years about, and I had tried, probably every which way to quit. I had quit a couple times for like almost a year, and the best success that I actually had was just cold turkey. Gum and things like that never worked for me, but I just kept coming back. I would get stressed out or something, and then you have one cigarette, like when you're drinking beers or something, the next day you break down and buy a pack. Yeah. So I also I'm coming up on 5 years this year, I believe, in September. So basically I just was finally able to succeed once sub-ohm tanks came out, like where you got a little bit more volume in the vapor. And that was because like there was a period of time when I had tried quitting with Cigalite type things and stuff, and I just couldn't do it. I would make the attempt, but it wasn't satisfying. So once we got a little bit higher wattage devices, like I had a 30-watt DNA device, and I believe I was using a Nautilus tank. That started to work for me, and I was able just to, go completely off cigarettes. So, and then I've been vaping ever since.
That's awesome. It truly is. I do agree with that. It truly is the only thing that made me quit. I've done the same thing. I tried the gum. I tried the patches. I tried cold turkey, which I agree with you is the best way to do it, but I only lasted a week. I wasn't strong enough for that. Like, but I was very proud because it was a week. A week without cigarettes is already amazing. But I just couldn't continue because occasions happen. You know,
Right.
there's parties that you attend, or like
Triggers.
just plain you just wanted at that moment. You know,
Right.
so nothing worked until, you know, I discovered vaping by accident, really. So learned it from somebody who was vaping and, you know, showed me the way of what to get and what's out there. And from then on, never looked back.
I think it's interesting. I don't know about anybody else, but I think there was quite a few years where I really hated smoking. Like I knew that it stunk. I knew it didn't taste good. I knew it was affecting my health in a negative fashion, and yet I still smoked. You know, even despite the fact, like everything in my mind, I was like, "This is horrible," you know. And there was just, I think that's where the addiction part of it comes in. That you know, I couldn't break the addiction, and you know, I think that having those triggers. You know, even if you, like I had gone a whole year without smoking and something highly stressful would come up, or, you know, I'd be at like you said, a situational thing like drinking at a party or something.
Yeah.
You'd have one cigarette and then all of a sudden the next day you're just like, fuck it. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as
And
you,
the fact that cigarettes is so strong that you can have, you know, the secondhand smoke is real. It's very real. My wife works at a children's hospital, and she's a respiratory therapist. So she knew everything, you know, most patients that she takes and takes care of are kids that are suffering from respiratory problems. And there are common cases that they're actually inhaling third-hand smoke, which at that time, before she worked, I never knew about. I didn't know that there's a third hand. So I learned it from her, actually. And third hand, if you guys don't know, is actually the particles that stick to your clothes. And some parents would smoke a cigarette outside of their house, and they have a baby. After they smoke, they come in and they carry their baby. The baby's actually inhaling that from your clothing. Wow. It's insane that it could lead to some complications to the baby's lungs.
Yeah.
So it was that sensitive, you know. So it's very dangerous, but we all fell for it, you know. We got addicted to it at one point, and thank God for these things. Really.
Hell yeah. Vape on. So our time is gone. We once again, I want to really thank you for coming on our show. Everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching. I want everybody to go over to Fresh 03's channel. And in about a half an hour, we're starting up another show. And the special guest over there tonight is Vape Rye.
Again, hope you guys don't get tired of me tonight.
Hell no. So we're all going to move over there. Thanks for being a good sport about the off-topic questions. It was a lot of fun.
Anytime.
Appreciate it. And let's vape our way out of here.
All right.
Yes, thank you very much, Life. I'll see you guys in a little bit, but I really appreciate being here. Always.
Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape.
Oh yeah! Get off your butts and vape.
Get off your butts and vape. Get off your butts and vape.
Oh, it's still live? Are people still seeing this?
Yeah!
Get off your butts and vape.
Hell yeah. I like this jam. You gotta send this to me. You gotta make a CD. Yes.
Oh yeah!
Get off your